guys, so in today's video I am going to show you how to get a pretty interesting weapon. It's one that I find quite interesting, and it does scale off of arcane. Since arcane is fixed now, we're just kind of discovering how good arcane weapons can be. So after we get into the shaded castle here, we're going to run off this little ledge here to the left. Just so you guys do know, the shaded castle is going to be in the Altus Plateau. Once you get through, it's going to be directly north from kind of where you come onto the map. It'll be kind of on the edge of the map, straight north from where you spawn in. After running through there and climbing up this ladder, once we reach the top, we're going to run straight. There's going to be some enemies. We could just kind of ignore those by running straight and turning to the right up here. Okay, we're going to go ahead, jump over here, come to the edge here, and jump off. Keep in mind to avoid the poison in this area. If you do step in this poison, it actually does slow you. That's why I jumped there. We're going to come off to the left and climb up this ladder here. Crouching occasionally during sprinting does actually allow your stamina to recharge pretty fast. We're going to take a left or right here, sorry about that. Accept that grace, then we're going to run up here to the left and climb up another ladder. Awesome. We're going to continue to follow the path here, trying to avoid enemies. I do recommend trying to fight the enemies here because I've had a few instances where they actually end up doing quite a bit of damage to me, and it ends up not being a great time. Okay, we're going to run back towards this bridge here. And just be careful, these scarlet rot or clean rot soldiers can actually be quite hard. One, they apply scarlet rot, and two, they actually hit pretty scary hard. So avoiding them at best if possible, but you might end up having to fight one or two of them here. So run up here, there's going to be an enemy right to the right here. As you guys can see, Rivers of Blood is also a really good weapon. You do find that one in the snowy region. We're going to come up here, there's going to be another clean rot soldier, and there's also dogs here. So I take care of them so that way I don't have any nuisances while I'm fighting the clean rot soldier. Okay, once we finish that, we're going to come up here into this elevator. Once reaching the top, we're going to see a bridge here. We're going to go ahead and run to the end of the bridge. As you can see, there is a fog indicating a boss fight. This is going to be the boss. You actually go ahead and get this weapon. He does hit very hard, so play it safe. Use summons, whatever method you guys need to actually successfully fight. This is my first time fighting him, so I did die here. But this just goes to show that we do have a Stake of America here on the boss fight bridge. So you know that if you do lose the fight, you can just spawn back in. And just go ahead and take care of the fight pretty easily. Yep, so I'm just going to come in here, some of my Black Knife teeth, because if you guys don't know, she is just a damage machine. And this guy does not give you any space to do anything. His range attacks, his dashes, gap closers, pretty much everything you can imagine in a fight. but he's not too difficult. As you can see with the summon, kind of taking the aggro off of you does make the fight a little better. In this fight I do have about 1300 HP, somewhere in the area there, and he does hit me for quite a bit. He does about, I'd say 45% of my HP if I get hit, so proceed with caution. And as you guys can see, he does adjust based off of where you are, so he can stop mid-attack to attack you while you're close, but you do get Marais' Executioner Sword here. As you can see, it requires 24 Strength, 14 Dex, and 23 Arcane, scaling better off of Strength than anything else. So it scales good on Strength and Arcane, not so much on Dexterity, but you can kind of build into all of them. I do recommend going primarily Strength. As you can see there, the Ash of War is pretty neat. But I do have another weapon in my inventory here, which I'm going to go ahead and showcase for you guys here real fast, just to give you an idea as to what I was talking about the ability not being entirely unique on the Ash of War here. So the weapon is going to be kind of a short, straight sword called Regalia of Eocade, I believe. They actually have the exact same Ash of War, which I did pass it here. Eocade's Dancing Blade. Now, the reason you might want to go with the short sword or the straight sword instead of the colossal sword is because it actually requires less stats to use the ability. So if this ability is kind of something you're interested in using, I do recommend going to find this, because you can get it pretty early in the game. You can actually get it in Limgrave, which is pretty exciting, so it's very accessible. But that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for checking it out.